Welcome back, family and friends, to another episode of Independent Joe. Tonight, what I got for you is a trilogy. Redwood Empire just came out with a few of their new cask strengths, kind of resembling, well, not kind of, but resembling their other offerings that they had put out before at a lower proof. Now they put them at cask strength, still using the same names as Pipe Dream, Emerald Giant, and Lost Monarch. So now we got them at cask strength. So much appreciation to Isaiah. Thank you, man, for letting me know that these were available. Appreciate you. Can't thank you enough, man. Want to thank my patrons for supporting me again. Love you guys. Thank you. And everybody who subscribed and everybody who has unsubscribed. Thank you for giving me a shot. But I appreciate everybody who comes to the channel. Now to the whiskey. So I got 3 here. This isn't really a versus battle. I know I got them. I got stickers on the bottom. They were already switched around and all that, and before I got here, so that I can just taste them and then tell you what I think, and then kind of just tell you what I like better out of the 3. So it's not really a versus where, because I mean, you got 3 different offerings here. One of them's a rye, one of them's a bourbon or bourbon whiskey, and then the other one is kind of a blend of the 3. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of talk about the bottles real quick. I'm not going to go over all the information, which this is what we want. This is what we like. We like a whole mess of information on the bottle. It gives us an extended amount of information, even stuff about why they're called what they're called. So I'm just going to give you some basic information. I'm going to show you the bottle, and then I'm going to go into them, and then I'm going to try to figure out maybe if I can tell which one's which. I mean, I haven't tasted them. These are fresh bottle cracks, so you're going to come along with the ride. Come along on the ride with me while I taste these, and I'm thinking I can tell what is a rye. I'm thinking I can tell what is a bourbon, and I'm thinking I can tell, hopefully, what's a mix of the two. If anything, I'll be able to distinctively tell which is a rye and a bourbon. So let me go ahead and which one's this? This is Pipe Dream right here. Is that focused? Let's see. Pipe Dream. It's kind of represents the 14th tallest tree in the world. This one right here is 74. It'll say it on the back right here. Let me show you that. But it's a 74% corn. Let's see, 20% raw rye, 4.5% malted barley, and 1.5 wheat. So what you got here is kind of like a 4 grain. I mean, it's a 4 grain kind of to the minimum, because that wheat is only at 1.5%. Still a 4 grain though, right? So that's pretty cool. This is your bourbon whiskey. Pretty awesome. This one has your aged whiskey in it. It goes from anywhere from a 4 to 12-year-old blend, and it's at, what is it, 116.8. So that's the down and dirty on that bottle right there. But it does give you all the information, uncut, unfiltered. A lot of stuff on the labels. I mean, information galore everywhere. That's kind of what we want when we get a bottle. We kind of want an overload of information, and then we can discern what is important, what is not. This one right here is the Lost Monarch. You got that right there. And this one represents the world's largest coastal redwoods. Has the on the back, it has all the information of what is in this bottle as far as mash bill, and what this is just the mash bill combination of the two. which is kind of confusing, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But this one right, let me give you the proof on this is 117.2. This is the Emerald Giant. This is your rye whiskey right there. What you got here is the mash bill on the back, and it's 94% rye, 5% malted barley, and 1% wheat. 1% wheat. So pretty cool again. And this mash bill is actually age is anywhere from because it's a blend, 4 to 6 year whiskey inside that. Now back to the Lost Monarch. It's a blend of the two, which is kind of a Boer rye rye. So Boer rye. Am I saying that right? Boer rye, but a 4-grain Boer rye or a bourbon, and then a rye. And then the age is what's confusing me here, because on this one it says it could, since it's a combination of the two, should be 4 to 12 years old, right? No, there must be a secret, some secret sauce in this one, because it actually says it's from 3 to 12 years old, which is kind of confusing because both of these are 4 years old minimum. This one somehow becomes a 3-year offering included in there. So I don't know how they work that. I don't know if it's an actual direct blend of these two. If anybody knows, please put in the comments and let me know what you're getting or as far as information on this. The Lost Monarch. Let's see, what is this? Lost Monarch. This is the Emerald Giant, which is the rye. And this is the fastest growing redwood in the world. That's what that's representing. And then it has coordinates for all this stuff and information, just like information overload on those. Okay, so you can actually find out a lot of stuff on the back of these. So if you're able to find them, which is very hard to do because they're in limited production. The regular offerings, they're normal. I'll say normal offerings where it's at lower proof. They're everywhere. They're pretty good. So try those out if you can't find these, and it kind of give you an idea, maybe of how these taste. Maybe not. I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm not trying to do a battle between the cask strength versus the normal offerings, which are anywhere in the 90s as far as proof wise. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. No particular order. I don't know what they are, so put my fingers on the bottom so I can cover these up, and I'm going to go ahead and just start drinking these and letting you know what I'm getting. All right. This one is definitely airy, definitely green. I do get that rye element from it, so this could be either the Boer rye. I'd have to figure out which one of these is either the rye or the Boer rye, but it could be a Boer rye because it is really sweet. It's a sweet rye. I mean, it only has, 1% wheat in there, so it ain't going to be too crazy sweet. And then that malt, I'm not getting any malt flavors on this. Okay, maybe a little bit. But it's definitely rye forward. Again, there's a lot of sweetness in this, so it could be the Boer rye. Should I drink these first? Now, let me go through these first and see what I'm getting. Okay, so... Okay, this is all sweetness right here. This is a bunch of sweetness. I ain't getting any spice or any spike in those rye tones. I mean, I should get some rye on this, right? Because it has that 20% raw rye. But there's so much corn, 74% corn, and then you get your 4.5% malted barley, and then your 1.5 wheat, and that sweetness is overtaking everything. So I can't even smell any type of rye flavors in it. It's just a lot of sweetness. A lot of grains in that. A lot of that corn is coming through, sweet corn. Wow, this one almost smells like this one more than this one. Okay, there's a little bit of rye in this. So this could be the burr rye, or this could be actually the wheat because of that high rye content in there at 20%. But I wasn't getting any rye on this one. So, yeah. So right now I can't tell. I can tell that this is more rye forward than these two right here. I can smell a little bit of rye on this one. I ain't getting no rye on this one. Does that mean that's what they are? No. But I'm going to go ahead and go on a taste and see if some of those flavors transfer over. I know I didn't give you... Whoa. Well, definitely a lot of rye spice on that, especially coming back after nosing these ones. Cheers, everybody. Going in for a drink. Definitely really rye forward. A lot of heat on the tongue. Very coating though. Some sweetness on there. Yeah. If I had, yeah, I mean, the rye is on the nose. It's definitely on the palate. Still sweet though. Still really nice. Really coating. Not drying too much. They do have some graininess on the tongue, and I'm thinking it's maybe because it's just 4 to 6 years old. There's a lot of graininess there. I'm gonna go ahead and just taste them once and then move on to the next one. So I'm just gonna cleanse my palate because these are pretty straightforward as far as flavor wise. See if I got out of that. Yeah. Really sweet on this one. Really nice. Really, definitely very sweet apricot aroma on this. Oh yeah, definitely very sweet. Definitely got cherry on the palate. As it's dissipating, you're getting some of that sweetness like butterscotch or toffee. I get those two confused, so yeah, definitely more bourbon centric as far as the flavor profile. Not tasting it again until I do the final which one I like better. And right now between the two, I'm gonna have to go with this one right here. I just like that sweetness, like that cherry taste, that flavor. This one right here, I was getting more on the nose. I got apricot. Here on the palate, I got some sweet apricot on that, and that's what was kind of bringing the sweetness. A lot of spice on this one, a lot more spicier than this one. This one went down a lot smoother. And last but not least of the trilogy, I didn't even show you like how well, if it damn, is it showing? Oh, there it goes. All right, so it's, you know, fairly nice on coating the glass. See this one looks like it's really coating the glass. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's showing or if it's catching my eyes. The camera likes my eyes for some reason. And this one right here is it's actually coating pretty well on that one too. Sorry about that. I didn't show you the glands tipsy wissy shenanigans, Make sure if you ain't subscribed, go subscribe. Same thing with Bubble Bath Bourbon. Awesome channels, awesome part of the community. Okay, there it goes. Now it's looking really nice. Whoa. Well, that's different. Got some chocolate. Definitely some dark chocolate. Kind of reminds me of what I was drinking yesterday, except for the nose. It doesn't come off as a scotch. Damn, a lot of chocolate on that one. Definitely some coffee grains. Very light spice on this one. Interesting. I'm just smelling it, not taking another drink. So, wow, that one is very different. Very nice. Very sweet. I'm still thinking that this may be the bourbon. I think this is the rye, and I think this is maybe the Boer rye, the 4-grain Boer rye, which is from 3 to 12 years old for some weird reason, because neither of these are 3 years old. So I don't know where they get that 3-year-old age statement from. I guess they threw something else in there to kind of throw a curveball in there, huh? This one right here, man, it's really nice. On the nose, see, there's a hint of rye spice in that. On the palate, it's just chocolate, coffee, a little spice, but not too much. This one went down easiest, the smoothest. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one more quick taste of the 3 and see which one stands out a little bit more to me. I almost feel like I should taste this one last. I'm going to start with this one that I think is the bourbon, and then go from here to here, and then see what happens as far as flavor profiles. Okay, now a little bit got a little spicier on that one. Not too much spice on the throat, but still had a lot of sweetness. Very full in flavor. Neither of these are really drying the palate or anything like that, so that's really cool. Allspice on this one. Really nice flavors. Got that nice strong peppery flavor coming through. That nice sweet apricots. Yeah, that one's really nice. So this one kind of overpowers this one. I like the sweetness on this one, but this one definitely, if you like something that's a lot spicier, whatever this is, I'm assuming the rye, I kind of would probably tend to go towards this one. Let me see if this one kind of overpowers that one, which I don't see that happening. But I don't know. So, but I will know as soon as I drink it. But I keep stopping. Yeah, I don't know what they did with this one, but so much different flavors, like totally different from these ones right here. Just chocolatey with just a hint of spice, nice and smooth. Coffee grounds, coffee. That one's tough. You get more honey on this one, and some of your traditional, not so traditional, but a lot of your traditional flavors on this one. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Butterscotch, honey forward, sweet flavors. Man, I don't know if you could go wrong with either one. So if I had to pick, I like sweet I like smooth. I like the heat all blended together. This kind of changes to a whole different thing. So if I had to choose between the three to go number one, I know I said I liked the way this overtook, but taking this drink after drinking these two, and just that overall feeling and flavor, man, I think I'm gonna go with you can't go wrong with either one because I so far from what I've tasted, I'm very happy that I got these. Thank you again, Isaiah, for letting me know where to grab these, and I appreciate you, brother. So I'm gonna go with this one right here as my number one. I'm gonna say this is in its own category because it's so different from these. And I like the spice on this one. I like how it warms you up. I think this is like one for every season almost. If they had a fourth one, it'd be all season. They'd cover all seasons. Like this right here would be a good summer whiskey right here. This one would definitely go in the winter. This one in the fall. So this is more of your springtime, summertime. So I'll give it both seasons on this one. And I think the fact that it covers two seasons is pretty much enough for me to go ahead and pick it. I know a lot of it's probably not going to be the popular thing if it is the bourbon, because I know a lot of people like that burr rye flavor, that chocolate and stuff like that. I like it too, but I think it's in its own category because it's so much different. It's so off profile from your normal flavors that you normally get in a strong bourbon or a strong rye, or it's just so different. It changes the game. So, man, I almost say when I say change the game, I probably should pick that one, right? Whew. Yeah, that the more that I taste these, the more ryer this one gets. So I'm gonna say this one's a rye, this one's a bourbon, this one's a boar rye. Man, that's really good too. With that good spice on it. And if this is the boar rye, it is at the higher proof, so it should actually stand out more than this one. But this one is kind of overpowering these two with that spice. That's why I say it's probably more of a winter whiskey, because that's warming you up like right away. But it's so sweet, that nice sweet apricot flavors that you get from it, very peppery. Okay, I know I said I was going to pick this one. I'm going to go with the what I think is the boar rye because it just complements kind of like how sweet it is, and then that little bit more extra spice in there. But you can't go wrong with either. So I guess I'll just go in sequence because it really doesn't matter. And this is the Emerald Giant. I got it. Have it marked E, and that one is the rye. So I was right. It is the rye. I mean, you can't mistake those flavors. You definitely can tell that it's a rye forward. That rye spice hits really well, really sweet on the palate. Doesn't dry. Doesn't dry. I'll just say it doesn't dry because right now my mouth ain't dry. So. And then this one is it is the Pipe Dream. It says P on there, Pipe Dream. This is the bourbon whiskey, as I suspected. And then, of course, the L for Lost Monarch. So I picked this as my favorite. And these two, different seasons, right? Different seasons, different flavors. I think you can't go wrong with either one. Shoot, I'll drink this in the summer too. I'll drink this in the winter. So it just doesn't, But I'm saying as far as flavor profile, as far as heat wise, this is gonna warm you up. Definitely summer. I mean, definitely winter. definitely summer and spring, and then this one is definitely in the fall right here. So we're right in the fall, so I should probably finish this one, right? So chocolatey, so crazy. All right, everybody. So those that's it. That's what I get. So really nice flavors. You can't go wrong with either one. It just depends on the season. For me, if you see them out there, I would say recommend. I don't think that you can't go wrong with either one, because that flavor, that heat, everything that you like in something that is just something that's well done. I think that you can't go wrong with either one. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying you should go buy one, but always try before you buy if you can. But that's it, folks. Appreciate you, love you, thank you for supporting me and the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. I think I'm supposed to say something else, which is have a good morning, afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. See you on the next one. Appreciate you all. Thank you.